Before I begin coloring my peach, I thought that I would show you the containers that I have. This is Prismacolor 48 colored pencils. And this is Utrecht, like 120. There's 2 trays in here like this, full of colored pencils. Or until I took them out, it was full. And the paints that I have from Japan. I don't really remember the name, but this is the tray it came in. And what I did was I was looking for the largest amount of colors I could get for a reasonable price. And that's why I ordered this one. I would like to go online and find if I can get this transferred into English from the company. And now we're going to color a peach that I showed you the other day. It came out pretty good. This is the peach right here from a few days ago. And this is the one that I drew on the paper today. Right now it's kind of dark so you can see it. But I'm going to go ahead and erase the lines because I don't want it to be a dominant feature in my finished peach. So after I erase it, I'll use the faded lines to start coloring and blending the peach. And you do have to be careful because these the lines are kind of hard to come off the paper if you don't want them there. Alright, that's off a little bit. And the paper I'm using is Strathmore drawing, recycled drawing paper, medium surface. It's 400 series, 11 by 14. And it seems to work very good for the colored pencils. The first thing I'm going to do is take my light yellow, which is canary yellow, and put in a base coat. When you put it down, you want to go in a circular motion. And you don't want to press real hard if you're going to put layers on. If you press hard, you would use up all the teeth on the paper. And you wouldn't be able to put more layers on top of it. So if you're going to use more layers, you don't want to press hard on it until you're getting near the end of your layers. Otherwise you won't be able to get the blending that you're looking for. Now Strathmore has an online artist series that you can sign up for and participate in some artists as they show you how to do different things. And that was where I learned about the pencil. He liked an inch or so of the pencil exposed where you could use it on a sideways motion and then keep turning it so that you could keep your point on the end. If you keep your point on the end by rotating it. Sorry for the shadow, but I need to get some more lights. Look back and see what I have. Now I'm going to switch to Prismacolor Yellow Ochre. And once again, I'll go kind of lay it like on its side and go around in a circular motion and try to cover up some of the pencil that I put on there, which would be okay because I'm going to eventually have a background color around the fruit. Hopefully something that looks like a wooden table. You can take small circular strokes. And then I keep hearing that you should be patient because none of this happens immediately. Especially the more layers you're going to put on. It's going to take a while for you to get your picture the way you want it. I thought that I would put more than one peach in my picture and then go on to a pear. So as you can see over here, it's the yellow ochre is going on and it's letting some of the yellow show through. So as the peach is made and colored on paper, all those colors that you put on top of the yellow will show up a little bit to give its skin color a certain appearance, more like it's a multifaceted color instead of just one color. And if you were going to, like the peach usually has a line in it, I could put that right here where I've gone a little harder for the yellow ochre. If you know places where you're going to want to have it a little darker, you could press a little harder as you put each layer down. I have my light source coming from the left, which is over here. So this side of the peach will actually be lighter than the right side. So around the edge of the peach on the right side, I could have that a little darker. So I have the peach as it's, I suppose, laying on its side. So I have a little bit darker color here, a little here, and around this side, and right at the top. So now I'm going to move on to my orange. Which is goldenrod. And if you noticed, I've mixed my two brands of pencils together. I use them both interchangeably, the Utrecht and the Prismacolor. Sometimes I could find a better color that I like in one set versus the other. Now this is the goldenrod Prismacolor. As you see, it's taking on a little darker color, and the yellow is still showing through. no peach is going to be the same color, so, and around the peach itself it is different tones of yellow, brown, red. Once again, I'm on the darker side, so I can go over it more than once on this side if I wanted it to appear like it's the shaded side. Now I'm going to move on to my terracotta. This is a terracotta Utrecht color, and it's Utrecht. That is the name of the pencils. Now we're really getting a little bit more darker tones in there. This one here I might not want to press so hard, even to get a shadow in, because the color is a lot darker. Now on this side, which is the lighter side, I'm just going to barely go over it with circular motions. And if I want some of this spot to be a little bright, then I could not go over it as much, or at all, with the terracotta. Next I'm going to move on to Prismacolor Light Umber, which is my brown I'm using. And they do have the colorless blending pencil you can use, but you could also use a colored pencil like the light yellow to blend. this side I wanted to try and define it a little. And there I have my crease that usually shows up in the peach. And you could have a slight brown spot color in the peach. I'm going to try to blend this a little bit with yellow. And how you know you can blend more is if you look at your paper and you still see some white through it. Those are areas that can still be blended because they're the tooth that does not have color down into them. So the more teeth that you want to reach at one time, as you're going across the paper, you would go slower in the smallest of small, very small circular strokes. As you can see, this part here is getting more blended than this part right here. But as you take small, small circles to ensure that you're going in as many teeth as possible, then you get more of a blending effect.